a very revealing show, The Masked Singer.
I know exactly who this is. God.
What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching Unmasking the Masked Singer here on the Real Review 3000, and we're down to it, guys. 6 singers left. We just got rid of 2 more. So before we go much further and talk about the Robopine, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about who we've said these people were going to be so far and if we're right. And if you've been watching, you know our predictions, and you know so far we are 100%. Of course, we don't go with the first time wild cards if they get voted off. And the first time people who were on and got voted off in the first 2 shows, we don't go with them because we just didn't have enough to go on. So we just kind of talked about how cool it was, the people those people were. So first off was the snail, and that was Kermit the Frog. And like I said, I love Kermit, I love the Muppets. This was really cool to see him on here. And of course, it didn't surprise me that he went home first. I don't think it was the worst one of that group. I just think it was kind of a really cool thing that they did, and they do that occasionally. You know, Mickey Rourke and a few other people, they just come on for one-offs, and that was really cool how they did that. The next off was the Phoenix, and that was Caitlyn Jenner. And I thought that was cool. Like I said, Caitlyn or Bruce, it was really interesting, and it was really nice to see that she went out there and showed that she's proud to be who she is. And I congratulate her for that. Up next was our first official guest, and that was a raccoon, and it was Danny Trejo. Machete and all the clues just pointed right to him. That voice, you couldn't mistake it. Up next was Grandpa Monster. We said Logan Paul. It was Logan Paul. The 6-second Vine video and the fact that he played football, that was a 6 within the football formation. There were a lot of real, like, kind of just give me clues on that. The 6'2" on the bell, on the kettlebell weight. Really, like I said, just it was him. There was no way it couldn't be him. Plus, if you went back and you listened to some of the actual singing he has done in some of his videos and stuff, you will see that that sounded just like him too. Up next was the kind of the interesting thing that they did this season so far. Not the only interesting thing, but the really interesting thing was they brought Nick Cannon back as a contestant. So while the Bulldog probably wasn't the worst person out there, it was just a thing to put him out there, put him in the costume, and surprise everybody. And I think when we got to the end of it and Niecy said, "No, I'm going to pick," and they picked the Bulldog, you knew it had to be Nick Cannon, because we were told the next episode after that he was going to be back. So it was just really cool how they did that, and I really liked that. Next up was Orca, and of course all the clues led to Sugar Ray, to him, and just there was no way it couldn't be Mark McGrath. 1313 come on, I mean, that was Mark McGrath. Then this week we got off the crab and the seashell. Now the crab, right away we saw the 2 B's for the BB, and they talked about loss and all that, and he didn't mention Whitney when he got voted off, but I still think he has that hole in his heart from Whitney and her dying. And not to get too personal, the fact that he did have a drug problem and she died of drugs, I wonder if he kind of holds himself responsible. I don't know about that, but I love Bobby Brown. Great guy, great performances, and it all led to him, the voice, everything. And then to the seashell, the no two seashells are the same. That led me down to Tamara Mowry, who it was because of her mole on the left cheek. And then the twitches, all of the stuff that just led to the twin thing. And that was the give me on that. So that's where we're standing right now. We've got 6 more. I don't know. I think I've been told they're taking off next week. And if they are, we won't have a Wednesday video or Saturday video, probably, or Tuesday video or Saturday video. We'll decide next week when we find out. But I will say this. We're going to still talk about the Robopine. Really quick, if you want to know, if you haven't been watching, basically I say the Russian dolls are handsome. Gone over that. The Garden State, some of their first concerts were there. The Jug of Milk, they did a milk commercial. They talked about one of them going to the hospital. Well, one of the brothers did go to the hospital and they had to replace him on the tour while he was out. All of these clues lead right to Hanson. The fact that they can multiply up to 15 times, that's how many kids they have. So yeah, I think that just proves it's Hanson. And then Yeti, the donut being the O for around the ice chest or the ice cooler or the ice box for his song. The fact that he was, it showed the berry sandwiches for Grainberry. That's his last name. The Warrior Women. He has 3 sisters and he was raised by his mom. All of this stuff, the 3 cupcakes, I think was a reference to his sister. The Warrior Woman was his mom. It all goes to Omarion and it sounds like him and he dances like him. So that's why I'm saying Omarion. Basically that's where I think that's going. Piglet is Nick Lachey. No doubts about it. Sounds like him. Talks about his whole life on camera, the breakups and all that stuff. Goes right for him. Black Swan, JoJo. Even I think Nicole, I think has now said JoJo. I'm not positive. I think it was Nicole. Yeah, same thing. All the clues lead right to her. The fact that she had a crappy record deal early on, and she's had this feud with that label, trying to get back her career and fight for it, all that stuff. Definitely JoJo. Sounds like her too. Chameleon. I thought he would be going home this week. I was really surprised to see Tamara go home, but the Chameleon, I'm pretty damn sure it is Wiz Khalifa. The part where they show the military there, people started guessing other directions. No, that's a direct reference to the fact that his dad was in the military. And it sounds like him. Come on, guys. And most everything he's done has pretty much been rapping. So all the references, the 23 reference to his song 23, 007 could refer to James Bond, one of his videos, or it could be for Fast 7, all of that. Hey, come on. So, yeah, go back to the Robopine. Guys, a lot of people are saying Tyrese. Man, I'd love to go with Tyrese. It sounds like Tyrese, but I just can't put these clues, the 60, the grandkids, and all of that. Costa Rica, I can't put that to him. I can't put Costa Rica to MC Hammer either, which I've said I lean more towards. I want to go with Tyrese, so I want to because it sounds like Tyrese. I don't think that's how MC Hammer would sound. So you're gonna have to help me out here. The guy that got him started in Hollywood, I can't remember his name. That would make sense for the Angel because he died last year or recently, I think. And somebody told me that guy had a place in Costa Rica. I think that's going and stretching for Costa Rica. But he's mentioned Costa Rica a couple times. The problem is I can't find anybody who would be on the show that Costa Rica works for. And the 60 doesn't work for Tyrese. The grandkids doesn't. I'm not sure. If it's Tyrese, I got to have the answer for the 60. I want to go with Tyrese. I want to because it sounds more like him, but more clues fit towards MC Hammer. The George Washington part, tell me what that means towards Tyrese too. I can put almost everything to MC Hammer, but I can't put Costa Rica to him. I can put a few things to Tyrese and the voice to Tyrese, but I can't put the 60, the grandkids, the Costa Rica, and the George Washington. I can't put those things there unless just all these clues of different places are referencing the fact that in Fast and Furious they globetrot. I don't know, maybe, but that seems so thin. I can't even go with that. So let me know, who do you think? And when you tell me you think it's Tyrese, all I ask for is in the comments, please tell me, why do you think it's Tyrese? Tell me how that 60 works. And don't tell me maybe he's lying, because I yet have seen anything on this show that says they can lie, either in their post-singing interview or in the clue package. Whenever they unmask these people, everything clicks for that person. So if this is going to click for our Tyrese, we have to put these clues towards them, even the ones we heard in the post-singing interviews. Help me out here, guys. Look out on the internet. find that information, because I'm doing the same thing here, trying to figure out who the Robopine is, because we're getting closer and closer to the end of this show. And I don't think the Robopine is going to be the one that makes it all the way through. Could be wrong, because it's getting close. But I would probably say the ones that are going to be at the end are either JoJo, the Russian Dolls, Hanson, or Piglet. I think those are the three most likely. Omarion, maybe. But I'd say the three most likely are Russian Doll, Piglet, and Black Swan. So let me know, guys, who do you think the Robopine is? And if you're on the bandwagon that says it's Tyrese, please tell me how these clues work for him. Give me the information. Tell me where I can find that information. With that said, guys, I am Chris Knight. This has been Unmasking the Masked Singer on The Real Review 3000, and I am officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and The Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach The Ego, use the Twitter handle @TheEgo5150. We would like to thank the generous members of The Real Review 3000. Those members are Jesse Ritchie, JJ, aka Sithlord3827, Lady Tariel, Yvette, Abraham Morales, and Anzo of Bigger Ford Entertainment. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at The Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For more information on how to become a member, click the join button below.